I think we are live now, aren't we, Jess?
Yes, we are. You can also see us there. Hi.
Hey, everyone.
So, yes, welcome to another Forge Live Facebook and YouTube event. I think that's where we're live right now. Welcome, everyone. Can I see? Yeah, I can see everyone. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, feel free to let us know how you're doing and how your day is going in the chat if you want.
Do put in loads of questions into the chat so we can start answering your questions a little bit later. Yeah, so we're here to talk about the archaeology event. When did it go live? A couple of days ago. So you should have you should be in the midst of it by now. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm Jess. If you haven't seen me before, I'm Jess. I'm one of the game designers for Forge. And with me, do you want to introduce yourself?
Well, by now I'm almost like you, a fixture on these live Q&As. I'm Adam. I'm the community management specialist for Forge, and I'm excited to answer your questions about what is one of my favorite events, the archaeology event. So.
Yay! Yeah, me too. It's super fun. There's like so much going on in the archaeology event. So let us dig in. Pardon the pun.
Oh no.
So yeah, the archaeology event is a little bit what you expect from the title. You're basically an explorer or an archaeologist exploring an ancient tomb. So yeah, it's a little bit Egyptian style. And yeah, you're basically exploring a tomb, like going through sand. And while you're doing this, you're finding lots of stuff throughout the event, which we will get into a little bit later. And how you explore your tomb is you have scrolls. This is the event currency of the event. There's like parchment scrolls, and you can get parchment scrolls from lots of places. You can get them if you log in every day from the quest panel. You really need to do this because there's a lot that we give out in the daily login, and you can get them from completing loads of quests. You can get them from incidents throughout your city. Where else can you get them? You can get them from lots of, I think that's like the main bulk. You can also purchase them if you need more. And with these scrolls, you can purchase digging tools or different tools that will help you go through the tomb. So you have the brush, you have the shovel, and you have dynamite. Super fun. You get to blast stuff up. And each of those tools, you can purchase for a certain amount of scrolls. You can also buy the bundles of tools, and I highly suggest you do this because it's better you get like more tools for your scrolls. And yeah, each of them, like the brush removes one layer of sand or one block of sand, and the shovel removes an entire column, and then dynamite blasts like a big square, big 3x3. Is it 3x3? Yeah. And yeah, you can just blast your way through the sand, going deeper and deeper into the ancient tomb, and finding lots of stuff in the sand. So what can we find in the sand, Adam?
You can find all kinds of things. First, golden idols, which helps you progress towards the grand prize. You can also find tools in the sand. You can find buried vases, which give you a chance to win daily specials as well as additional rewards. You also have clay tablets, which are additional side quests. To win more scrolls, I highly advise you collect as many as you can because you want to keep getting as many scrolls as possible. Gems as well, which you can find once per day to open the reward calendar, and joker pieces, which if you miss a gem and you miss a previous day in the reward calendar, I think we'll highlight the reward calendar a little bit later, Jess, of course. But if you miss it, you can piece these together and kind of open any slot within the calendar from there. So there's plenty hiding in the sand within this event.
Yeah, loads. There is, while you're going through or progressing through, you'll notice that there's different kinds of tiles, I guess, in the tomb. So there's like the sand ones, which Yeah, as Adam mentioned, there's lots of stuff hiding underneath it, so you can remove the sanding and collect them. But there's also big blocks of stone, and those you can't, they're like obstacles, you can't blast them away, and there's nothing hiding behind them. You just have to like find your way around them to keep progressing. But that's basically the workings of the core loop of the event. And yeah, I guess maybe we could go through like to some questions, and then after that we could tell you a little bit more about all the other like parts of the event, because yeah, like we mentioned, there's quite a bit, but I guess there's loads of questions.
Yeah, I saw one from my namesake, Adam, who said, "Am I replacing Kurt's position?" The answer to that is no. No one can replace Kurt. It would be impossible. He was also a game designer, and I'm a community management specialist, so still slightly different position. But we all miss Kurt anyway. So
yeah, massively. We really miss Kurt, but that's good that some of you still remember him. Yeah. So another one. Let me think. Do you have any questions, guys? Send them in.
I saw Andrew said he said not necessarily related to this event, but it would be good to have a building similar to Sunken Treasure or Rosarium, where you can earn relevant tokens to use in special events. That's good feedback. We're always looking for ideas. So I'm sure, Jess, you'll note that down as well for future ideas within events, perhaps.
That's actually a really cool idea. Yeah, maybe we could have some kind of production building that you need during the event, and I guess tokens, you mean like event currency. But super cool. Really nice idea. That was Andrew from Facebook, right? Yeah.
So another one from YouTube. I missed the name. Apologize for that. Invents. It says, when will you move the instrument panel from the left to the right side of the labyrinth? I assume you mean the kind of panel that shows the tools, and I think it's feedback that we can look at and need to test and see in terms of our UI, our user interface, whether that would be something that would be beneficial, but always happy to have your feedback and to look into things to improve the events overall. So.
Yeah, I think that's actually an interesting question. I'm assuming that you're asking this because you think it's better to have the instruments on the right side, which is the direction that you're progressing through, which is actually, yeah, it's really good feedback. The only thing I would mention, which is maybe just a side note off that, is it actually is less beneficial to progress. Like, the further you progress in is sometimes not the best strategy. So your strategy should not be keep going right, or however it is, further and further in. It should actually be trying as best using your tools to look or remove or be able to peek into all the sand tiles that are on your screen, because the distribution of rewards per on your screen is always equal as you progress. So it's actually better to utilize your tools in the best way to get as much spread as possible with using the least amount of tools, excuse me. So it shouldn't be trying to get as fast as possible over or deeper into the tomb. Of course, if you've that's based on whatever you want from the event. So if you're trying to get the main grand prize, which we'll speak about in a little bit, if you're trying to only get this, then yeah, if you've collected a lot of the golden idols within your screen, then yeah, probably it's better to move forward, because the likelihood that there's more in that area is probably low if you kept exploring. But yeah, if you want to get it like as much as possible, that's just a point as to maybe why you would want everything on the right side. I think that's what you said, right? To move everything from the left to the right.
Yeah, from the left to the right.
So yeah, a note from me. So maybe we can talk a little bit about the this year's grand prize, because it's always for a lot of players the most important aspect of the event. And this year we have the Butterfly Sanctuary set. It's not a set like the traditional sets, it's more a hybrid set. So it's similar to the Harvest Farm, hybrid set that we had for fall 2 years ago. And it's a beautiful, beautiful building. Like, it's stunning in your city, and it's basically it's comprised of 6 different. I think I'm saying that right. Is it 6? 7. It's 7. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7 different buildings in the set. Someone will correct me in the comments, I'm sure, if I've gotten that wrong. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, I think it's
6 buildings.
It's 6. 6.
Yeah.
Is it not 6 decorations and the main building?
In total, it's 7. Okay.
7, yeah.
It's a little.
Okay, yeah. As part of the set, anyway. So you have the main building, which is the Butterfly House. So it's a little beautiful kind of greenhouse style house, and that has 6 levels, and I think it's 5 levels. Sorry, you can upgrade it 5 times, but it has 6 bonuses, one for each of the decoration buildings, or not decoration buildings, but extra buildings that you can attach to the Butterfly House. And each of those buildings is like beautiful in its own right. They're different, like butterfly gardens. So yeah, you have like snapdragons, marigolds, all the things that butterflies enjoy. And yeah, you basically can collect all of them, and you can attach them to the main house to get lots of benefits. So each of the buildings provides their own different kind of benefit or boost. And yeah, you can, I think, like with hybrids, with sets, or especially hybrid sets, I love, because you can be as creative as you want. You can build all of them. So you could collect from the event one of each of the 7 buildings to create the set as we intended it to be in terms of like aesthetics. But you can also not. You can also choose to focus on maybe 3 of the buildings, and as long as they max out each of their boosts, or let's say max out as much the stats to what you want as best as possible, you can be super creative. So I've seen, like, especially online, there's so many different variations of people trying to do max out the stats. So if you want to max out, like, this building's really good for forge points. It's really good for, actually it's also damn good for oh my god, English, attack first.
So I think the marigold patch and the snapdragon patch have defense for defending armies and attack for attacking army boosts, which are generally positive and good boosts to have. So certainly something that I myself will prioritize in this set. Also, a shameless promotion. We have a content creator, Mooing Cat, who's going to create a video, which we are going to make widely available later on through an in-game message, which discusses the different kind of combinations you can have and combinations based on your play style. So if you're interested in more detail on how to get the best out of the set, I would 100% click on that video and have a look at it. So
yeah, that's a really good tip. They're really helpful also if you're confused about anything in the game. Yeah, head over there. So yeah, you can get this Butterfly Sanctuary by working your way through the grand prize system. So by collecting the golden idols, and yeah, you can get a full building by being really active in the event. Make sure you're completing all the quests. We always say this, but yeah, you have to complete all the quests. You need to log in every day, and then you will be good. What else can we say? There's also from a daily spell. How many days has it been now? 5 days. 5 days since it's live. Yeah, like, you can also get the building, the grand prize building from last year, which was like a massive fan favorite. The Ferris wheel. People love
It's also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that building. So
Yeah, everyone loves it. It's a hard one to follow with the butterfly sanctuary, but I think we've done well. So yeah, that's the grand prize for this year. So let's see if we have some more questions by now. So Helen from YouTube says, once you have your daily gem, should you stop digging? That's a really good question. Yeah, nice. So we have the I was about to say advent calendar. That's winter, wrong season. We have the reward calendar this year in archaeology, and this basically a free, if you're very active, a reward once a day that you can get from the calendar. So if you're super active and you're exploring the tomb, you will find golden gems. And if you pick up and collect a golden gem, it will open the kind of like gem slot of the day on the calendar, and you get a reward. And you can only find one golden gem once a day in the tomb, in the sand. And then after you found it each day, you can find, if you keep playing, you can find joker gems, which is something Adam mentioned earlier. Not joker gems, like little gem shards. They're kind of multicolored. And if you collect 5 of those, it will make a full golden gem for the calendar. So if you missed a day, for example, where you couldn't play and you didn't get the golden gem of the day, you can just use your gem shards to create a full gem and use that. And the reason why you would want to do that is because if you complete the full calendar, you get like an awesome calendar collection or completion reward, which is, I think it's 2 selection kits for the main grand prize building. It has a bunch of forge points, a bunch of goods. It also has an avatar. I think the avatar is really cool.
And she's called Aurora.
Yeah,
she looks pretty cool.
Aurora. She's really cool looking at.
Speaking of avatars, actually,
yeah.
We actually gave a tease last time in our live Q&A that I would be featured as an avatar, and this event I am there. So you can find me as a quest reward. My name is Apprentice Archaeologist, not Adam, but it is me. I think the artist did a good job because they made me slightly less ginger and better looking. So they did great work. But yeah, if you're playing the event, you might find me.
So true. Oh, I have to complete now the quest line to get it. That's really true. Yeah. Are you going to try your best, or have you already successfully gotten it?
I'm on that journey.
You're on your way.
Yeah.
Actually, that's true. After 5 days, it would be hard to complete everything. But yeah.
I mean,
people
can do it. Yeah.
People do it. Okay, cool. Actually, and yeah, on that note of avatars, there's also a really cool another one called the Scarab Lord. He's kind of creepy but cool looking, and you can get him when you complete the tablet museum. Is it the tablet museum type tablet library?
Yeah, it's the tablet collection reward. Yeah,
a tablet collection. Yeah, historian reward. And what that is basically in the sand, you will also find what would we call them? Are they like stone tablets, ancient stone tablets that you would find? And when you find these, they're of different rarities. So if you collect all of them, I think there's like common, rare, epic tablets that you can collect. And yeah, like the higher rarities are really hard to find, but they're there. And yeah, each of those will unlock its own unique quest line, and then it has like some text, a story in it, but most importantly, it also provides lots of scrolls. So it's also a really good idea to collect lots of tablets and start everything, like do all the quest lines for everything at once. And sometimes you get quests that complete different quest lines, or success conditions that complete different quest lines, and then you get lots of scrolls, and that helps a lot. And then yeah, if you collect them all, you can get the Scarab Lord. There's also a bunch of tools you can get as well. So yeah, that's another part of archaeology event. There's lots going on.
On the subject of avatars, my namesake as well, Adam, asks if you have an avatar, and I believe you do. Is it Space Age Venus your avatar is in, Jess?
Yes, and she's awesome.
She does look pretty cool.
She's really cool. She doesn't really look, I mean, blonde hair, but she's really, really cool. I'm not there yet. Slacking.
It's life goals.
Yeah.
Right.
One day. But yeah, she's really cool. Maybe you'll see her. If you can find her, post her in the comments.
You can also state which avatar you prefer, mine or Jess. We can have a little competition. I think Jess wins, but
yeah. Sorry. I don't have an event avatar though, so I might actually just sneakily put myself in there. And maybe I haven't even put the designers in an event avatar. So I actually think you are quite unique right now, Adam, with event avatar.
I like this. I mean, you have the power.
So I have the power. Yeah, maybe we could also do like a player competition for avatars. We'll talk about that. So yeah, let's go into some more questions. So Gary asks, are vases dropped randomly or are they planned? They are great question. So the event, what you see when you're playing the event is generated, and there's some rules on all the different rewards that can pop up, but they drop randomly. I'm not sure what you mean by are they planned, but yeah, they're drop. They have waiting with all the other rewards. But yeah, they're random. There's no funny business going on in the background.
I saw a question from Martha. She asked, "What is the best tool to buy, and is it worth buying packages?" I would say all of the tools are useful. I know that's maybe a bit of a cop-out as an answer in terms of what you're expecting, but really it's quite situational. And I think, for instance, a shovel can be really useful, especially if you see a column that's unblocked and you can get the most out of it. It's worth using brushes to clear up a space, open up visibility once in a while in that area. Dynamite can be really useful just to open up a whole corner of the map to see what's there. So I would say use all the tools and find different ways to use them. In terms of the packages, I also prefer to buy these individually because I think you get better value for your scrolls that way. So that would be my recommendation: is use the packages and find out which tools help best for you in which situations.
Yep. There is Terry on YouTube says, will the Ferris wheel selection or upgrade kit be a daily prize again, or was the first day the only chance? Yeah, great question. Like we mentioned, the Ferris wheel was really popular, and all we can ever say is just keep an eye out. Who knows? But yeah, just keep your eye on the daily specials. Also, another thing for some new players, we have a button that is the daily switch. So you can also, if you're not into the daily special of that day, you can press the button only once per day. It's not unlimited, only once per day, and it will change it for another reward in the pool in the daily special list. So sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're unlucky, but yeah, it's always worth doing if you're not super stoked on the daily special. Yeah. More stuff. Chris on Facebook says, Jess, your avatar should be in the St. Patrick's event. That's so true. And unfortunately, we just kind of did St. Patrick's Day. I will do it for next year. That's great. Yes, there you go. I will do that. Yeah. Okay, some more questions because we're running out of time. So Astrid said, are you going to add more avatars of historic characters? How do you decide what to include? Super good question. Actually, this was something where we had recently the 10th anniversary of Ford, and we did a whole new event. Can you believe 10 years? We did a whole event for Ford, and for that one we had, because we had so many questions, or not questions, pleads of having old avatars, especially the historical questline avatars, available again. And so we did that for that event. It was possible to get like nearly every old event building or cool buildings, and avatars as well from back over the years. And from what I hear, it was, you guys liked it, which was really nice to see. So I think we will definitely try and do this again. Also, the historical quest lines were super popular. So yeah, we will try and, at least from the event side, I will try and incorporate them a bit more. And how we usually decide is, just interesting historical figures throughout history.
Do you have a specific one you'd like to see, Jess? Also in the chat, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to throw them out. I'm excited to see.
To be honest, there was loads covered. Like I would have loved. There was the Marilyn Monroe one. There was I think there was even like a Romeo and Juliet one, or Cleopatra. Like there's been really cool ones, which I wasn't around. I didn't play Forge then, so I was kind of sad to miss those. But yeah, there's so many. There was Einstein, there was Shakespeare. Who else was there? Yeah, so many. So one day we'll bring them back. We get the question all the time. So yeah.
Terry has actually given a question that I am thrilled to answer. He's saying, given that we have a soccer event, which teams do I support? I'm afraid to tell you that this is probably going to mean that some of you will take an active dislike to me, but I'm an Arsenal fan, a big Arsenal fan. So, hopefully some of you like this news, and others, well, I apologize.
I had Dare who? Wolford on Facebook just wrote, we had Jimi Hendrix, also questline. This is so cool. And then I just saw another one, a Where's Wally event. That would be great. That's a great idea. Might have to take that now to the next brainstorming meeting. That's really cool. Like a Where's Bert? Where's Bert? And Bert.
I mean, I'd play it.
I would play it.
So, yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Okay, come on, couple more questions.
There was one from Stuart and Deborah, who said, do you need to uncover every block? No, you don't need to uncover every block. It's kind of part of the strategy to kind of, find out and uncover certain areas, and then kind of use your tools to go after the items that you might prefer. It's probably impossible to do every single block. So it's kind of more, that's how the strategy event comes in, is more how you use your tools and kind of which items you go after. So.
Ron says, how can I guarantee a maxed out butterfly house? I would say I'll answer the question on how to max out the butterfly sanctuary. Like I said, again, you need to, the amount of butterfly sanctuary or building kits that you can, or levels that you can get, is based on the amount of scrolls that you are collecting, and then from those scrolls, how efficient you buy tools. So that's why Adam mentioned briefly earlier, to make sure that you're buying the bundles, because it's the most efficient. Like, save a lot of your scrolls and then buy the bundles, because you get more tools for your money, your scrolls. So that's really important. So to be the most efficient, collect as much, so complete as many quests as you can, these side quests, tablet quests, and to collect loads and loads of scrolls. And then you progress through the grand prize, so collecting lots and lots of idols, golden idols, and completing all the quests. You get I think it's 3 or 4 levels of the building, and then you will get a full building as we intended it to be. So the main house with the 6 sub buildings. So yeah, You just gotta be persistent. Anyhow, be efficient.
I wanted to have one more question. Well, it was more of a feedback, which was from Adam saying, complimenting Mooing Cat in his videos. And I agree. I'm also a big fan of his videos, and they help me a lot in terms of doing different setups. And he really dives into details and provides good detail. And we very much would like to promote his content as much as possible. So
yeah, I can also
please tune in.
From the dev team too, like a lot of the dev team watch the videos too. It's like really good, well explained information on the game. So yeah, couldn't agree more.
I think that we're out of time, Jess. Unfortunately.
Yeah, never enough time.
It always goes by super fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. And I think we'll catch you next time in the wildlife event, answering your questions there. So it won't be too long until we see each other again.
Yeah. Super nice.
Until then, see you later, Forge fans.
Bye. Bye, everyone.